All right, we're live. All right, welcome everybody to the second attempt here at this random live here from Inside Out. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you guys so much for joining the From Inside Out studios. As you guys hear in the background, I have my great colleague, owner, and founder, and my best friend and sister on the hot phone to join us here in the studio. To talk about certain things. And again, hopefully you guys will be able to get in the chat and ask questions or anything else you got on your mind. We got some update news. We got a merch line. We got a lot of things to talk about. So get in here and let's chat. Welcome everybody to the show, and welcome Jay Lee. Thank you so much for joining from Inside Out Live in our live studios here today.
Thank you, Jay. It's a pleasure to be here once again, and I apologize to all our fans for our technical difficulties. It's quite ironic. It seems like when we want to talk about the haters, we get shut down.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I guess sensitive material, when it comes to sensitive topics or whatever, they don't want to hear it, but it's okay for them to dish it out.
Yeah. They can't take it. They can't take a dish of their own medicine.
Oh, no, it's probably too big of a pill to swallow.
That's right.
So real quick, as I'm waiting, there's nobody in here right now for whatever reason. I don't know why, but no big deal. Hopefully somebody will jump in here. I didn't promote this. This is random. That's why it's called a random live. So I might get somebody in here. I might not. Who knows? But nonetheless, there was something that you wanted to say real quick. Not just a message from me, and I love hearing these messages, but you got a message for the whole entire mass here in the United States of America. So I'm going to give you the floor, my great colleague and sis. I'm going to give you the floor. Have at it and give out your message and how you really feel about certain individuals. And I think you know where I'm getting at. The floor is yours. And again, welcome to the show, Jay Lee. Much love and respect to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jay. You're doing a wonderful job. Yeah, so this is Jay Lee, your co-host and owner and founder of From Inside Out, and I thought it was the appropriate time to reach out to all of our fans live and speak my piece about how my co-host and lovely brother has been treated by our haters. I got to tell you, haters typically will target somebody if they get a reaction out of that person. And unfortunately, my brother has a lot of pride, and he obviously defends himself just like any person in the world would do when they are accused of something that doesn't rise to the level of what this person may or may not have done. And my brother is no stranger to being accused of things he has not done, or being accused of things he has done due to maybe some poor decisions. But that does not mean he deserves to be bullied or mistreated for 15 plus years after the mistakes that he made. And so for all the bullies that feel it's necessary to hardball my brother or to try to give him a hard time, I just have a few words directly to you. There's a song that Shinedown did, and the song is called Bully. The reason they created this song was due to a lot of bullies mistreating kids in schools where they ended up committing suicide because of it and other unfortunate incidents. And so that song is definitely dedicated to all our bullies this evening. Because when you bully somebody and mistreat somebody and do it unfairly, or even if you think you logically are doing it fairly, you're not actually helping the person that you're bullying. Your intent is to harm that person mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and to try and destroy that person from the inside out. So whether or not you feel it's necessary to bully somebody, that's not the point. The after effects of doing this is very much negative and it's long lasting. But the beauty of this story is that my brother has been taking on his bullies for 15 years, and he's still standing strong on his own 2 feet, and he's not giving up, and he's not going to quit. And no matter what you do to my brother verbally or on your channels is not going to prevent my brother from speaking his voice and getting the word out about the trouble that we endure in here and how that affects society as a whole. So to my bullies and to my brother's bullies, I say this: when you die, the only thing that's going to be written on your tombstone is how you were a miserable person on the inside. And as you know, the old saying, misery loves company. So you're trying to create other miserable people because you don't like to be miserable yourself. You feel lonely and isolated, and so you want to instill misery in other people. But I got to tell you, it doesn't faze my brother. Jay is one of the strongest people I have ever known in my life. And you might consider me a little biased, but I don't care. I've listened and watched my brother survive in society after the mistakes he's made over all these past 15 years, been a loyal husband, a devoted father, and has been one of the most respectful and loving fathers I've ever seen in my life. A lot better of a father than our father ever was, that's for sure. And so to all the bullies out there to think that what you're doing is somehow going to have an effect on what my brother's doing or somehow going to stop this show from running, I just have a few words for you. Go to hell.
Absolutely. You still there?
Yes. Waiting for the next question, but I got to tell you, Jay, I am not done. I could go on and on and on about this topic. But ultimately, the question is, what does it matter, their opinions? What does it matter what they say? Because really, it don't matter. Like The Rock said on WWE to Stone Cold Steve Austin, it don't matter. They're a bunch of jabronis. They're never going to do anything in their lives to help people. They're only going to do things to hurt people until at the end of the day, what have they accomplished? They just made themselves look
zero,
like the bullies they truly are.
Absolutely nothing. No, you're correct. And if I may bring or add some more information to what you said, and then Gordon, keep in mind, sis, that was absolutely fucking perfect, right down to the, dot your I's and cross your T's scenario. That was well said. I actually technically probably couldn't said it any better. But we are in, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, sis, but I want you to pay attention to this. Right now, obviously, we are living in a time in this world, in this country, where we are majorly divided right down the middle. And I'm talking not just political here. I'm talking everything from a divide. Okay. This country, as we know it, believe it or not, and sad to say, this country is going to hell in a handbag. Wouldn't you agree on that, sis?
Yes, wholeheartedly. I see it from in here. I saw it on the street before I got arrested, and it's gotten worse over the past 30 years. And unfortunately, it's due to a lack of good leadership that has led to most of the problems we have today.
Yeah, well.
And so I don't necessarily want to get to a political discussion because I could go on and on just that topic alone. But yes, we are definitely living in the end times.
Well, and we got too many snowflakes in the mix. Everybody melts over something petty. And what they're doing to me, sis, is absolutely beyond petty. They sit there and say in their videos that they don't support people like me. They don't support me because of my record. But make no mistake about it. When you get in the chat, when you email me, when you make threatening phone calls, when you sub to my channel and so many other things, you are supporting me. But make no mistake about this either. When you pay taxes from your job and everything else, you're also supporting me. So who's the dumbass now? You don't support people like me, but you put me out there on the map. I don't get that logic.
Yeah, I don't either. You know, what's interesting is they claim they don't support people like you, but every time they talk negative about you, they're actually doing free advertising.
Yeah, absolutely. All it is free advertising, like you said. And, I can't stop them from doing what they're doing. They're entitled to free speech. They're entitled to their opinion. But when you start making it personal, then it's personal.
Yeah, everybody has a right to feel that they're being personally attacked when that time comes. And you don't deserve to be personally attacked, in my humble opinion. You've gotten over and moved on in your life. And these people want to hold on to something that happened a long, long time ago. And regardless of what was right, wrong, or indifferent,
right.
These people are not benefiting from any of this. What could you benefit possibly by harping on somebody that, or an incident may or may not have happened over 15 years ago, well, going on 20 years now. So I just think it's hella funny that they think that they can move you in one direction or another. Quite frankly, I think that we should do a celebratory event during this show, and towards the end of this broadcast, we should do a really quick act that actually can actually be beneficial for you and anybody else who's ever been attacked by these haters. We can just simply delete them and do it officially today.
No, I agree. Well, it's hard to delete when I'm on my channel live right now, but I will give you my word and say I will delete these guys. But there was a person that got in the on my other channel that I have up running, stating that just because you delete them doesn't mean they still can't do what they do, and and expose me and hurt me more, even though I can't see it. So deleting it works, but it don't work, if that makes any sense. I'm not making excuses. I'm just letting you know it doesn't really, it's not 100% proof in a sense, if that makes any sense. But it's all good. I get what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Well, okay, every keystroke and every point of a mouse pointer and anything people do online, it's recorded. So emails, texts, videos, it's all there. It's the evidence is basically the proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
So they can't get away from the comments they made and the hateful stuff they've done to you. They can't hide it now. They put it up. It's in the World Wide Web. It's on social media. They can't run away and try to defend themselves now. The more they do it to you, the more it is illegal. And your provider is bound by law to protect you just as much as anybody else. So if they're coming after you in such a way that harms you and your family, your provider can shut it down, and they can never use that channel again.
Right. There are set rules and regulations on YouTube, but because of this new, how do I explain it? This new act, this new free, how do I say it? It's a free act where they can put your shit up there and nobody can get in trouble for it anymore.
Well, they can't use a provider service without giving their IP address. And if you file a complaint with your provider, they can find the IP address, track down where the person lives, and serve them with a subpoena or a summons and bring their ass to court.
Right.
These people can't hide forever.
Right. Well, and you have to understand too, you got also take into account, sis, which I don't know if you know this. And again, this is just merely education for both of us. So I'm not schooling you here. I'm just educating you. I'm letting you know that your IP address can be blocked or hidden. And there's programs out there called I want to say it's what's it called? Gosh, what's that thing called? VPNs, that where you can hide your personal information because they're, like I said, they're cowards.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. They have all these different programs to try to mask their identity. But again, those are just computer codes. You hire yourself a good hacker, and you can get past all that software.
Yeah, like FBI stuff.
Yes, absolutely. People cannot hide forever. They think they can hide behind a computer screen.
Right, and we have new tech too called facial recognition, and FBI uses that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and strangely enough, the FBI, CIA, national security agencies, all the alphabet soup government organizations, they can turn your camera on and you don't even know it's on. They can listen in on you, you don't even know it's on. And there's no privacy anymore.
No, so can the hackers, so can the trolls, so can the haters. So yeah, you're absolutely correct. But anyways, that's where we're at with it. And I appreciate you getting in here, sis, and chiming in here and giving me this information. But to switch gears real quick before we go any further with this live stream, still nobody's in here, which is ironic. But you have a message for our new merch line, and what else do you have going on for us?
Yeah, well, all our fans need to become aware of our brand new website that we have up and running now. It's called FromInside2Outside.com. That's the word T-O, not the number 2. So it's FromInside2Outside.com. FromInside2Outside.com, where you can find all the links to our channel and how you can reach out and contact us. Also, we have an email address, voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. including our new studio number, and that is 850-291-9220. That's 850-291-9220. And on all of our platforms now, on Twitter and YouTube, we also are starting a merchandise line in order to donate by buying a T-shirt or a hoodie, and the funds go to help benefit and raise funds for producing our shows, because it's important to try to get a voice out there to those who otherwise would not have a voice.
No, right. And absolutely correct. So what I'm going to do, if I have the way of doing it, I'm going to put the merch line link in this video so you guys can go check it out. I'm also on Twitter. My stuff's out there. So if you're new here, thank you for checking me out. I do appreciate it. If you're not subbed to me right here on this channel, please do so, because we got to get past the hate. We got to get past of, oh, this guy's got a record, and oh, this guy's this and this guy's that. We can't support this kind of person. Let me explain something to you guys real quickly without sounding like a broken record. I'm not asking, in a sense, for your support. It's free to, whether you want to or not, support this channel. I'm not here for a fame aspect. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for clicks, views, likes, subs. I'm not here for any of that. What I'm here for, and I'll do it for free if I had it my way, is teaching and educating the masses on our prisons, and advocate for the people that deserve to be advocated for. I get so sick and tired. I get so sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen, of everybody being, oh, this guy's got this record, I won't support this guy, but I will support this drug offender. I'll support this murderer. I'll support this, but I won't support you. This goddamn one size fits all bullshit's for the birds.
Yeah, well, there's an old saying: divided we fall, but united we stand. Yeah. The government loves when we find ways to divide one another, because then the government can conquer us. But if we would unite under one cause, regardless of our faults and failures, we can unite and we can stand against government corruption.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, trying to tell that to them is like pulling teeth. They just don't want to hear any of that. But it's okay for them to sit there and talk about it and bring it up.
Well, that's unfortunately because when they went through school, they were already using curriculums in order to dump down the children who are now teenagers and adults, and they don't get the kind of education that we got when we were in school, and they don't understand the fundamental principles of what our government was founded on. First and foremost, freedom of speech being the First Amendment, and there's a reason why it's the First Amendment, because without freedom of speech, you don't have a country.
Oh, I know.
And so,
I know.
And if you don't have the right to freely speak your conscience and do open and fair and respectful debate, you don't have a country. Next thing you know, you have a totalitarian regime and a dictatorship. All because you think your opinion is better than the next person.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you want to call back, you can do that. I'm going to try to get more people in here, but I just wanted to hear your comments and your concerns on this, and I do appreciate you chiming in here. So give us a call back, and we'll go from there, and we'll finish up this live.
Absolutely. I'll call right back.
All right. Thank you.
The caller has hung up.
All right. As you guys know, and if you're not familiar with this, these phone calls that my sister is calling on are timed, and they're recorded and all of that. And it's just another money scheme or not money scheme for us out here to phone these funds or fund these phones, I should say, excuse me, to make these calls happen. And you can see what we go through on a daily basis. But this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's absolutely disgusting how there's so many judgmental individuals in this country that can't see past somebody's fucking downfall or mistake. Can't see it. And I've heard, I don't know how many times people saying, oh, this guy don't deserve second chances. Well, I'm living it. So what are you going to do about it? I'm living my second chance. So you're a lying sack of shit to sit there and say that I'm not. I deserve everything that everybody else deserves here in America. This is not Nazi Germany. So bear with me here. Welcome back to the live show, Jaylene. As you were gone and waiting for the call back, I was trying to basically discuss to my fans, even though there's nobody in here, how I feel about certain things that are going on, not just with me, but in this country. And I'm absolutely appalled and disgusted. It makes me kind of sick to even be in America right now. We're a laughing stock of this country.
Yeah, well, I remember a president back in the day that said you have peace through strength. If you're not a strong country, other countries will run you over. And we have a president right now, regardless of your political ideology, he is a weak and feckless president, and foreign countries are just running over us and making us look like we're weak. And it's just a damn shame. And we definitely need new management in the White House.
Oh, I totally 100% agree with you. I can't even begin to disagree with you on that. It's like I feel in a sense with all the crap that's going on right now, sis, that our country in a sense is turning into like Nazi Germany.
Yeah, it's scary. It is definitely scary. It's mimicking what Karl Marx wanted in his Marxist ideology, total government control of everything.
Yeah.
Trying to control the schools.
Yeah.
They're trying to control the banks. They're trying to control every aspect of your life. And if you don't wake up soon, it's going to be too late.
Right. And that's funny because, there's so many fucking people that hate me for what I am character-wise, or not character-wise, but charge-wise. And I'm just another walking, talking fucking piece of proof that my second chance does exist and I'm living it. When somebody sits there and tells me I'm not living or breathing my second chance that was given to me, you're a lying sack of shit, because here's proof right here that I'm living my second chance, and I dare anybody try to take it away from me.
Yeah, well, all they have to work with is character assassination. That's the only tool in their toolbox, because they can't use your past 15-year record. You've got a spotless record over the past 15 years, so they can't use that against you. So the only thing they have to use against you is something that happened 15 plus years ago, and they're trying to assassinate your character. But you're showing them every single day just how much of a lie that is.
Oh, I know. Again, I don't stress it. It's comical. It's actually quite sad, to be honest with you, that we're dealing with this.
It is sad.
But again, I'm going to be a walking testament that these clowns are not going to get the best of me. I'm stronger than they don't realize, and I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah, and the most easy and powerful things you can do is just ceremoniously today, swipe them off your shit, delete them, get a hold of your provider, block them so they can never harass you again.
I'll look into that. I'll definitely look in. I did block, if you remember, and I don't want to even talk about her, but for this live, I'm going to say I did block another snake in the grass, another hypocrite, another liar, somebody that's actually kind of, in a sense, hurting your guys' community, sis. You know who I'm talking about. Somebody that's
yes, we know.
Somebody that's
we know all about that person's story, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And betrayal runs rampant with that person.
So, yeah, it's somebody that betrayed her own community, betrayed you. It's shocking. And now she's involved with the troll channels and kissing their ass to save her ass.
Yes, that's exactly why she's doing it. She's an opportunist. So she's going to ride with those that make her feel better about herself, and she's going to hide in and amongst them to hide her own past. And she's just a hypocrite. And it's unfortunate that she would take that route because, for years and years and years, she harped on the fact that she was all about the transgender community and the LGBTQ community, and look at her now. She's now riding with the haters. Yeah,
and it's disgusting because it's hurting you. It's a big slap in your face too, hon.
It is, but that's not going to deter me. It's actually going to make me stronger and want to do more. And so her goals and her designs are backfiring on her too, and it's probably why she's pissed off.
Right. Well, like I said, I don't deal with her anymore. She's out of my life. And then, of course, all I got to do is like you said, and I've taken your advice to heart. I'm going to just surround myself with positive people. That's all I got left.
That's all you'll ever have in life is those that want you to succeed and want to lift you up to the sky and beyond. Those who want to, step on your back to advance themselves, well, you know what? Stand up on your feet, push them down, and you push on and move forward, and don't look back.
Absolutely. Well said, sis. But anyways, to say this real quick, and I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to this live, because there's absolutely nobody in here, which is awkward because there was earlier. I don't know what's going on with that. That's just weird to me. But nonetheless, here's my closing thoughts and whatnot on this live, and then you can put yours in and we'll go from there. Okay. I'm going to say this. If any of you out there, want to support me and not judge me, you can be part of this team. However, if you're going to be a traitor, a backstabber, a snake, anything negative, you can kick rocks off my channel right now. Because I'm at the point, ladies and gentlemen, where I feel like I'm just wasting my time here. If you guys don't want help when it comes to our prisons and you want to make a laughing stock when it comes to me as a whole, then you can do this on your own time somewhere else, and you can take your opinions, your whatever you got, and stick them up your candy ass. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need that shit. What I need is people like Jay Lee's friends, organizations that look past somebody's goddamn freaking mistake and want to accept the help that you guys are all asking for. I don't do this for my health. I do this because I give a damn. And I'm not going to waste my time anymore with you haters. Grow up or shut up. And that's where I'm at with it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't do this because I want to. I do this because it's a choice. I do this because I care. I do this because I give a rat's ass about our locked up loved ones, period. And with that said, I'm sorry to cut you off. If that's where you want to go and you want to be this troll, this hater, this numbskull, this idiot, go do it somewhere else. I'm not going to entertain your bullshit. And that's a message coming from me, from Inside Out, personally, from Jay, right here from Inside Out. Jay Lee?
Yeah, well, that's correctly put. I couldn't have said it better myself. But I'll just add a few notes as well to this, what looks to be a repeated song. And those notes are this. Your hatred defines you, or your love of humanity will define you. You can't pick and choose who to love and who to hate and then claim that you love humanity. Because you become divisive, and you divide people, you're not actually helping anybody. You're just creating more problems.
Right.
So if you're not a part of the solution, then don't subscribe to this channel and stop wasting our time.
Right.
If you want to be part of the solution and you want to help lift up people and help them change their lives so they don't make the same mistakes twice, you want to help educate people, and you want to help donate to a worthy cause and expose state corrections officers' corruption and other relevant matters, then please join us and help us. But if you're not willing to put in the effort to actually help, and all you want to do is sit at your computer terminal or your laptop and find ways to complain, then please go complain elsewhere. You're not doing yourself any favors.
Absolutely. So let's take the rest of this energy and do some positive conversation real quick before we bounce out of here. My good friend Redeeming Patriot is up here. What's up? He said sup, meaning what's up. I said, hey, what's going on? So Redeeming, I got my great colleague and sister on the phone talking to us live from her prison on a tablet. Do you have any questions for her? And of course, keep in mind, if you haven't heard her before or seen her, she's the owner and founder from Inside Out, Redeeming. So give her a warm welcome, please, and let her know. So, like I said, we got one person in here. Thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate it. While we're waiting for your comment or questions you may have for Jay Lee, let me go ahead and say this. At this very point in my life, right here on this channel, I'm not going to do any more or get involved, I guess, if you will, on any more negative bullshit. I'm too old for this. It's not healthy. I got to focus on me. I have to focus on my family. I have to focus on what really matters, which is more important. I can't play this grade school game anymore with you guys. I just cannot do it. It's stupid, it's petty, and you're the ignorant one. I've tried to educate you and you don't want to listen. So you can't sit here and get mad at me because I did attempt and I did try. You don't want to listen, your loss. I'll go find somebody else that wants to. I got a lot of seeds to plant. And if that one don't grow, I'll go plant some other ones that will. With that said, we have a merch line, which was brought up earlier. Please go check that merch line out. On my channel, it's in the community tab. Go down to the community tab, check it out. The link's right there. I'm unable to do it here for some odd reason. And go over there and check the link and go over there and support me by purchasing one of our t-shirts. I put a lot of work and effort in this channel and this business, and I'm not going to give up because somebody don't like who I am. Wouldn't that be fair to say, Jaylee?
Yeah, well, I'm so very happy to hear that. And we are truly proud of you and honored to see